Hi everyone, Jenny here with ABA Exam Academy. Nice to see you. I'm a BCABA, and today we're going to be talking about timing, latency, inter-response time, and duration. Just for those of you who don't know about us, so we are, Demi and I, we help you guys pass the test, the BCBA and the BCABA test, by hosting these free study sessions, but we also do more than that. We have a website, www.aba.com, and if you want to participate live in these sessions, just go there and scroll down. We also do personalized tutoring sessions, and we also do courses, which, by the way, I wanted to let you know that this upcoming Saturday, May 16, 2020, I don't want to get the date wrong, at 1 p.m. we're hosting our task list B that you guys have been requesting. We're finally doing it. We're very excited about it. And it's going to be at 1 p.m. It's going to, how does it work? Well, it's 2 hours, and we're going to cover the entire task list, list B, which are 11 sessions, and we're going to give you a 25-question mock test for you to fill out, and we're going to go over it in the actual 2 hours. And besides that, we go over the procedures, the whatever it is that they have in there. This one, so all the vocabulary words or the concepts, and we give examples, etc. And then we also give you a modified version of the presentation afterwards within 48 hours. And the price is $17.99. If you have any questions about that course, we can answer questions at the end of the meeting. So stay tuned. And the disclaimer that we go ahead.
Check to see, because I think I have a couple people saying they want to get in.
I already accepted, so I don't have anything now. Thank you, Dami.
Sorry.
No, it's okay, no problem. Okay, guys, the disclaimers that we always say is that these meetings are meant to have active discussions and collaboration from all of you to help each other understand the BACB fourth edition task list concept. The reason why we keep saying this is to encourage you to participate. Due to this, sometimes it's okay to make mistakes if the participants are not sure. We need you to know that you need to double check everything we say here with your books. Again, the PowerPoint and the mock questions were all created by me, and the ethical considerations that we want to make you aware of is that we need to refrain from sharing any BCBA or BCABA test questions during the meeting, or say anything or any questions from paid resources, or identifiable information from your own clients, like giving examples or so. And we do use open resources like books like Cooper and Mayer, and we make sure to reference it. Okay, guys, we are ready to rock and roll. What are we gonna cover today? When we talk about procedures to measure behavior, we talk about 3 main ones, right? Which are they? They are event recording, time sampling, and timing. And today we're gonna cover specifically timing. Timing is in Cooper page 89, and it's in task list A, in case you wanna know. Remember, the 4th edition. So when it comes to timing, timing is like an umbrella, like a general term that within it has three things that are more specific. So what are the 3 measurement procedures that go under timing?
Latency.
We have one for latency. Thank you, Aisha.
Duration.
Duration. I think that was Tabitha.
Yes.
Thank you.
IRT.
IRT.
And IRT. Two other people answered, and I couldn't see your names. Thank you. So let's double check that. Yes, it is. Okay. IRT is called I had. What is IRT called, guys?
Inter-response time.
Inter-response time.
What, had I write it right? I think I had it. IRT. Let's call it IRT. IRT, because I want to double check that you know that it's interview response time. And the other one is latency, which is also called response latency. Okay, so what is a response latency? Who can tell me, and then I'll talk about it. Let me see.
Isn't it the time between you give the SD and when the child responds? So the duration between the antecedent stimuli and the response.
The beginning of the response.
I believe you said it almost as the way I wrote it. So it's the time between SD and the response, right? And here we have an example to make it easier. So at 11:15, mom tells Christian, start eating now, please. At 10:15, mom tells Christian, start eating now, please. At 10:20, Christian starts eating dinner. What is the response time? What is the response latency?
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Perfect. Okay, let me move to the next one. Give me a second. Okay, what is inter-response time, IRT?
It's the time between two responses, so the end of first response and the beginning of second response.
Okay, perfect. So it is time between the end of one and the beginning of the second response. So basically, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's always going to be, the child could be doing 5 math problems, but you still want to do, if you want to know the time between problem number 5 to problem number 6. So it doesn't have to be between problem number 1 and problem number 2. I don't know. I think I hope it makes sense what I'm saying. Let me see if I can mute everybody. Okay. If you want to unmute yourself, just go ahead and do so. Okay, so what is the, at 11:15, Bob finishes doing his first math problem. At 11:18, Bob starts doing his second math problem. At 11:15, let me read it again. At 11:15, Bob finishes doing his first math problem. At 11:18, Bob starts doing his second math problem. What is the IRT?
3 minutes.
Anybody else?
Yeah, 3 minutes.
3 minutes. So 3 minutes it is. You guys are doing this fast. This one is relatively easy. What is duration, guys? Ninette, you want to answer? You're on screen.
Okay, so what was the question? What's duration?
Yes.
The amount of time a behavior occurs.
Perfect. The total amount of time the behavior occurs. So for example, Anthony spends 20 minutes writing a paragraph. What is the duration?
20 minutes.
20 minutes. That is in our faces. It's hard to miss it. Okay. I added something extra. Sometimes we're not aware of it, but Cooper talks about it. There are 2 types of duration. Do you know the 2 types of duration?
The total duration and duration per occurrence.
Exactly. So be aware of it when you encounter your test. So for duration per occurrence, we have total amount of time. Let me mute. Okay, total amount of time the behavior occurs in that instance, right? So that the child is writing and the total amount of time that he spent writing at that particular moment. So total duration per session is total amount of time the behavior occurs in the entire session. So you add up all the durations per occurrence. We have any questions about it?
No.
No. Shh, Simple enough. Okay, so we have a couple of mock questions. We have about 3 mock questions. And then at the end, I would love it if we could create our own mock questions. I mean, if I could help you create one of your own. So whoever wants to create a mock question, start thinking about it. I mean, don't start thinking about the question. Start thinking if you want to volunteer for it. Okay, so Joanna is doing DTT with her client, Robert. Joanna tells Robert to touch his head. Sorry, I did it. Robert then touches his head 20 seconds later. With the information given, what can Joanna measure? Timing, duration, IRT, or latency?
Latency.
Latency.
Nice. A lot of you said the same thing. Nice job, guys. Lorena is using a measuring procedure in which she needs to look at the time her client finished his first response to the time he starts his second response. Which measurement procedure is she using? Timing, duration, IRT, or latency?
IRT.
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 Somebody asked a question?
I think they just said IRT.
Yes. Okay, so let me ask you, why is it IRT and not timing?
IRT.
Procedure.
IRT procedure.
Timing
Or
is
no
a bigger,
timing?
timing is the,
Timing is a what?
Oh, you want
IRT is under timing.
Wait, guys, somebody has like background noise a lot. I don't know who it is. There you go. Okay.
timing
so,
is like an umbrella term, right?
Say exactly.
IRT and latency comes under it.
So you are correct. Timing is the umbrella. So if they were asking more in general, then that would be the answer. That's what I wanted to let you know. Okay. How about this one? Let me read it. Robert's target behavior lasted 20 minutes. The BCBA was expecting it to last 30 minutes. What can we say about the above scenario? The BCBA is measuring duration, and the duration was 30 minutes. The BCBA is measuring latency, and the latency was 30 minutes. The BCBA is measuring latency, and the latency was 20 minutes. Or the BCBA is measuring duration, and the duration was 20 minutes.
D.
D as in dog.
Yeah, it's a dog.
D as in dog. And the answer is D as in dog. That was clear. I just wanted you to focus on the right number. If not, then you get confused. Okay, do we have any questions so far about anything? Who's ready to make the mock question? Who wants to volunteer? Ha! I saw somebody muting the mic, basically saying, no, I'm not doing it. Come on, guys, don't be shy. Don't be shy. I do not want to call on people.
I can try, but I just need a minute to think it over.
Okay, how about I can help you. I mean, I can guide you through it.
Okay.
And we can all help each other. Look, let's do something. I want you to focus because this is why I want to do this. First of all, I want to do it because you guys need to learn how to make your own mock questions. And I would love it if you share in our Facebook group so that way you can help each other more and more often. And that way you get feedback. So the way you do it, for example, now we're talking about timing. So when you're going to decide what question to write, I want you to focus, which one do you want to test? Do you want to prove if the person knows, if you know, latency, IRT, or duration? Which one do you want to test for, Aisha?
Latency.
Okay, so we're going to do latency. I'm going to put it here so we have it fresh in our mind. So if we're gonna do latency, how do you wanna do the question? Any idea?
So I guess I'm working with a kiddo in a home session.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Maybe the client has a hard time paying attention or attendance.
So what is it? What do you want me to write? The client?
So I guess we're sitting on the table. The client has difficulty paying attention. Sorry, I'm thinking it as you're writing
Okay,
it.
keep it simple. You know,
Yeah.
a way to keep it simple for me when it comes to latency is think of like school exercises, like a math sheet or, you know, like one of those things, just because you just want to test that you know this. Then
Okay.
you can build on it and make it more and more difficult.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay, so we can say working with a kid on a table in the home session. SD is clap your hands.
okay.
Presented SD at 10 a.m. Sorry.
As the presented is
Clap your hands.
good. I like the way you're going. Clap your hands. Oops. Hands. My N is not working, so I've been struggling all week long with my N. It's either too much or nothing at all. I mean the N in the keyboard. Okay, guys. So
The SD presented is clap your hands at 10 a.m.
got it. 10 a.m.
The client was playing with his hand and had clapped his hand at 10:05. Thank you, Demi.
Okay, the client was playing with his hands and clapped
At 10:05.
his hands
Yes.
at 10:05. He was just having a blast with those hands. So, what else?
What can we measure? Or
How about what measurement procedure can you use? Or you can ask, what is the blank? So you have different ways to go at it.
how can we what measurement we're using, I guess.
What measurement
we can use to increase the response rate?
I'm sorry,
Sorry,
what was
I
it?
was speaking over. I was saying, like, maybe what measurement we can use to increase the response time?
Right now, you just wanna know if you know latency, right? So if you wanna know if you know latency, then you would either ask, what is latency in this scenario? What is the latency in this scenario? Or you could ask, from the information given, what measurement procedure could she use? Or what measurement procedure could she either use or yeah, collect, or, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so which one do you want to use? Do you want to know the number or do you want to know the name? It's up to you.
The name.
Okay, so
the name, we can do the name and the number, or the name or the number, whichever one is easier.
okay, so you can do, and you can be
You can actually do a combination of both.
Yeah.
Sometimes the responses have like latency in 5 minutes, latency in 10 minutes, latency and like that.
So you can do something like this. What can we say about the above scenario? How about we do that? You want to do that?
Yeah.
That makes it more difficult.
Easier.
What
Thank you, Dave.
we say about the above scenario? Okay, so we can say that he's having fun. Just kidding. Okay, so what can we say?
The IRT is 5 minutes.
Okay.
The client has body stereotypy. I don't know, I'm making this up.
Stereotypy. I don't know how to say.
I think it's
You can do that, but if you want to
STER.
be picky because this is an easy one that you're going to be like, I know it's not that one. If you want to be picky with yourself, put something that you think you're going to get wrong, that it might confuse you in the test.
Anything related to measurement.
Yeah, I would put it more related to measurement. Just because you want to test yourself. Remember, every time we do a mock question is for us to be basically mean on ourselves so we can get it right.
Okay.
So I would do.
We can say the duration.
Okay, yes, the duration, and is what, 5 minutes?
Sure. Because it's clear that it is 5 minute different, but what are we measuring would throw you off. The latency is 5 minutes.
Okay, and the other one?
It would be
You can put like the frequency.
the
You can put
rate.
off. Yeah, the rate. Good.
Yeah, the rate.
It's 5 minutes. Okay. So, and the answer would be?
C.
What's the answer?
C.
The percentage, blah, 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 that's latency. See, perfect. Nice job, Aisha. Let's give it a hand, guys.
Thank you.
You did it. You were brave.
Yes.
Good. You know, another trick that I have, just in case, because I want to force myself to look at the time at the end, you could put here duration to latency and put it with no minutes, and give another, and put another one with minutes and another one with seconds, because that would force you to look at that. Sometimes they measure, they want to make sure that you have to put the amount of the time. Is it second, minutes, hours, whatever?
That makes sense.
Okay, but I liked it. Thank you. Nice job. Okay, guys. So the last thing that we're going to do is my tree, and then we're up for questions for the course next, the upcoming Saturday. Okay, so here we go. What do we put in timing? After tonight, you better know timing, guys.
IRT, latency, and duration.
Whoa, that was fast. Who wants to agree or disagree? Come on.
Agree.
Agree? Anybody
Agree.
else?
Agree.
IRT, latency, and duration. Where is duration? There we go. There it is. Good job, guys. Event recording. Who wants to know? Who knows it and wants to know it more?
Rate,
Rate, acceleration, count, and frequency.
count, and frequency.
Nice. Rate, acceleration, and count and frequency. Good job. And time sampling?
Partial,
Interval, whole interval, and momentary time sampling.
Nice job. Okay, guys, we go more in depth on measurement in the measurement course. If you want to take that course, we encourage you to do so because we go much more in depth. And do we have any questions about the course on task list B? Basically, what we say is we give you a mock question, 25 question, for you to do before the class. Then we break down the questions and we go over each of the 11 sections. And it's only $17.99, so take advantage of it. If there's nothing else, thank you so much for coming, and I appreciate it. I had fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.